BBN Jackfruits. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, couple of things I want to say real quick. Let me just straighten up this stuff. Couple of things I want to say real quick before we get to the show. First thing is this. This is why them niggas is mad. I don't like shaving because I don't like the extra attention I get. But this is why them niggas is mad. This right here is why they mad. Now, every single person you have ever heard talk trash about me, go find a picture of them. This is why they mad. With that being said, we're going to talk about Young Thug tonight. But before we get to Young Thug, I hate that I do that. I want to say something real quick if you're new here. So one of the things that I do, it kind of pisses me off sometimes too. We'll have the topic that we're going to be talking about. That's Young Thug, and we are going to get to it. So we'll have the topic that we're going to talk about, but I have to talk about this other stuff first because I'm not going to spend as much time on it, and it's only going to take a couple of minutes. So I'm going to need about 10 minutes of your time. I'm going to talk about some other topics, and then we're going to get on it. Copy? Boom. I want to say something real quick. Shout out to Whack 100. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying shout out to Whack 100. Also, I did my own haircut, by the way. I did my own haircut and my own shave. So the reason why I'm saying shout out to Whack 100, I just want to be clear about something. This dude, and I can't explain it, but this dude literally will talk to you out of both ends of his mouth. And it'll make sense. He's dangerous. So apparently, Gunna has been trying to contact 6ix9ine to get a feature with him. So I just want to say something real quick. And they brought up a good point, and that's the only reason why I'm mentioning this, and we're not going straight into Young Thug. They brought up a good point. Homeboy that he was interviewing with and Whack 100, they brought up a great point. Whack 100 said, yo, 6ix9ine stood on his shit. He snitched and said, I snitched. These other niggas is snitching and pretending that it ain't snitching. What's worse? All right, so check this out, because they brought up a point. Let me back up off of this before I knock the damn plug out and we offline. They brought up a good point, and I just want to point this out. And the point they brought up was incredible. Gunna and these niggas is pretending they not snitching. Oh, I got video also for the Young Thug thing. Gunna and these niggas is acting like they not snitching. They really out here acting like they doing the God's. They probably are doing God's work, but they really out here acting like they not doing anything that is unto it. They out here acting like, just so we can be clear, like this is the way it's done. Also, I don't know if Gunna tried to get a fucking song with 6ix9ine, and that's what I mean by Whack 100 be capping. We don't got no proof. How we know he trying to get a fucking deal with 6ix9ine? I mean, a song with 6ix9ine. How? One more thing I wanted to say about this before I get out of this, and then I wanted to say something about G Herbo, then we're gonna get right to the shit. I think Gunna snitching is worse. I'm not gonna go through the whole Treyway thing. But I think Gunna snitching is worse, and I'm going to explain why. They treated Gunna like family. 6ix9ine wasn't treated that way the whole time. There was a lot of weirdo shit going on. There was shit going on inside of the inner workings. Now we gunning. He really just snitching not to go to jail. Or he turning state's evidence not to go to jail. No other reason. With that being said, let's get to the show. All right, so real quick, I want to show y'all something. Let me bring this banner up. Let me bring this title card up real quick. So apparently, Young Thug's co-defendant Antonio Sledge, he receives a plea deal. Let's go look at Antonio Sledge for a moment before I bring up these. Let's look at Antonio Sledge for a moment before I bring up these audios that I have. Antonio Sledge. What the hell? Antonio Sledge. Sheesh. Oh, Atlanta. I thought this was those other guys. They was gonna be like, they gonna want money. I don't have money to give them. Trial is set for June 9th, January 9th. It's about to start. 2 weeks before the RICO trial against alleged gang member. 2 weeks before the RICO trial against alleged gang Young Slime Life is set to begin, a 7th defendant has entered a negotiated plea deal. Antonio Sledge, 41, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to violate the Racketeering Influence Corrupt Organizations Act and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon who was sentenced to 15 years on probation. Once again, when the hell do you hear about them giving 15 years of probation? Remember when Meek Mills was on probation for 10 years and niggas was like, that was retarded? He was only supposed to be on probation for like 3 years, though. That is a different situation. As part of the guilty plea, he agreed to testify truthfully if called upon to do so in trial. All of them had to agree to this. Possess no guns, commit no criminal acts, and submit to random drug screenings. If he tests positive for any drug, he is to enter rehab within 30 days. He's not even going back to jail. He just got to go to rehab. Conditions also include a curfew 10 to 6. These guys is going back to jail. They're not going to be able to keep that curfew. From 10 p.m. to 6, they have to be in the crib. Unless he is working, going to school, medical emergency, no contact with any of the co-defendants. The guilty plea on the gun charge can be withdrawn if he meets the conditions of the deal after the trial. Sledge was convicted in 2018 on aggravated assault and participation in street gang activities. This is the dude. Is this the dude that they was on the phone with? During a hearing Wednesday, Love read a series of factual acknowledgments made by Sledge as part of his negotiation. So basically, this dude, so he negotiating it. He just went in there. He just said, yo, look, I'm going to give y'all all of the things. I want to go home. My baby mama called me. You heard the phone call. That wasn't the same person. But anyway, in any regard, Sledge has been a member of the Associated while in 2012. He acknowledged he appeared in a music video with 2 co-defendants holding a gun and using the drive-by shooting. Sheesh. As part of a plea agreement, they don't even know that. Why did he even get that? As part of a plea agreement, Sledge acknowledged he was told members of YSL met at McDonald's on Cleveland Ave to discuss the murder of Donovan Thomas. So we already know what this is about. We should 100% know what this is about. Right? Hold on, you rat bastards. We should 100% know what this is about. Tell me where the lie at. We should 100% know what this is about. Now I'm going to say something. Remember the dude that they killed? Do y'all remember people saying he was an agent? Apple juice. Do y'all remember somebody saying he was an apple juice? Okay, so real quick, I am trying to not drink no soda or nothing like that. I haven't even had coffee. I had the coffee we had this morning. I haven't had coffee since that coffee you seen me had this morning. I'm trying to cut down on everything, especially white sugar. Hold on, I got some clips to show y'all. Thomas, who is believed to have been associated with a rival gang, was shot and killed in the parking lot on McDaniel Street. Just so we can be clear, that's Big Nut. Donovan Thomas is Big Nut. For everybody that don't know, I shouldn't open up. That's this guy. They trying to solve his murder, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, there's a reason why you don't go and you don't kill certain people. There's certain people you just don't kill. There's certain people that you just don't harm. There's certain people that stay away from. You feel me? They trying to solve his murder, homie. This is why Thug is about to go to jail forever. When did they open the investigation against him? 2015, right? Right? Is that when they opened the investigation? 2015? I'm just asking. Put me on the game. Tell me if I'm wrong. That is when they opened the investigation, right? I enjoy piecing this shit together. So if you're one of those people that just want me to blurt everything out, I just don't do that. I like piecing this shit together. I like paying attention. I like taking my time. Let's play a clip real quick. We got some clips of these dudes. I do not know the order.
Commit no criminal acts. Defendant shall submit to random drug screening.
All right, so that's not the first one. I don't know the order, so we just doing what we do. I do not know the order. This might be the order.
Means that the state will recommend.
Okay, so she was already talking, so that can't be it. There's another one. Hold on, I got a couple of clips over.
Young Slime Life, aka YSL, is an organization made up of 3 or more members or associates who share common identifiers.
It sounds like she was already talking, right?
Girlfriend. Number 4. On or about April 28, 2015, as reflected in Fulton County Indictment 15SC.
I'm getting all the videos. I just want to hopefully be able to do it in the right order. All right, so that's all of them.
Mr. Sledge, has your attorney advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge that you are pleading guilty to today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that the minimum sentence for conspiracy to violate the... Mr. Sledge, has your attorney advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge that you are pleading guilty to today?
I'm trying to see the first frame so I can know which one we're missing. Give me 1 second.
Sledge, has your...
Sheesh. Make sure I could have just downloaded one twice. All right, let's try one more time and then we're gonna get to it. All right, none of these are the same frame. I don't know which one it is. Let's try this one.
Mr. Sledge, has your attorney...
Not that one. Hold on. We're going to try one more. Shouldn't sweat.
The special conditions of the sentence. 1. Young Slime Life, aka YSL, is an organization made up of 3 or more members or associates who share common identifiers that include, but are not limited to, colors, hand signals, and terminology, who have committed crimes intended to increase the notoriety, street credibility, and reputation of YSL. Number 2. Defendant has been a member and or associate of YSL since 2012. Number 3, while associated with YSL and to support and express loyalty to YSL, defendant and co-defendant Demekion Garlington and Quindarius Zachary appeared in a video with another person, AS, where defendant brandished a weapon used in a drive-by shooting, and where on behalf of YSL, defendant threatened to harm a person named Kel, a rival gang member who had begun a relationship.
So real quick. So, what up, Miguel Pineda? What up, Lando? Lando says, Lando Carisian. Lando says the prosecutors admitted in court. Yes, they did. They absolutely admitted in court. And that's why I'm showing you. You do know that, right? That they admitted a thing in court that you saw. I'm not coming for you. They admitted a thing in court that you saw, but that don't mean everybody saw it. Also, I said that before they admitted that in court, by the way. That's something that we were saying on this channel. That's a factual statement. Somebody brought it to my attention. They said that this is what this was about. And that's when the conversation started. And that's before the first trial. That's before the first court date. Somebody brought it to my attention. I didn't even know. I didn't know who Big Nut was. Somebody brought that shit to my attention. Let's keep it in the stack. Somebody in the community. Shout out to Miguel Pineda. He says, BBN, thank you for covering. Thank you for being here. And thank you for commenting. The fuck? I'm going to play another clip real quick. I'm going to go hit something. I have no order. I don't know the order of these. So we're just going to discuss them in whatever the order is that they come out. Copy? I hope that's fine.
Girlfriend. Number 4, on or about April 28, 2015, as reflected in Fulton County Indictment 15SC 138994, defendant and fellow YSL associates Demikion Garlington and Quindarius Zachary committed a drive-by shooting using the firearm defendant wielded in the video referenced in Part 3 of this section, targeting family members of a rival gang. Number 5, defendant and his fellow YSL associates committed the drive-by shooting referenced in sections 3 and 4 above on behalf of YSL and to increase the notoriety, reputation, and fear of YSL. Number 6, defendant admitted committing and was convicted of aggravated assault and participation in criminal street gang activity, among other charges, for his participation in the drive-by shooting referenced in sections 3, 4, and 5.
Once again, I'm going to say this. I don't know the understanding that anybody else has on this, but I'm going to say this. Listen and pay attention. The reason why they want these dudes to cop out and they're so willing to allow for these dudes to get no time is because as soon as they cop out, they admit to that crime. As soon as they admit to that crime, now the government is going to put it on Thug. Now Thug has to go defend that crime in court while these dudes is getting off. That's snitching! I'm going to say this again. What's happening is, also, everybody that's not green team anymore, we lost our monetization for a short period of time, so you was knocked off the green team. I didn't take you off the green team. You could rejoin the green team at any time. And I'd appreciate if everyone joins the green team. Every single person. But I have no control over that. I had lost monetization for a short period of time. And when I lost the monetization, they removed all of you guys from the green team. So you have to reassign yourself back if that's something that you would like. All right. So listen and pay attention. I just need y'all to understand this. I need you to have a full understanding of what I'm about to say. Okay. Trying to go and I gotta do a YouTube thing real quick. So full understanding. That's what I'm trying to say. Look, these guys, just so we can be clear, the crimes that they're copping out to, they're going to be used directly against Young Thug. That's why they're allowing these guys to cop out to the crime. Because once they cop out to the crime, then it's already solidified. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no way Thug is gonna, I don't know how to say it. I mean, I know how to say it. I'm just doing like so many different things at the same time right now. All right, sorry about that. All right, so I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I don't want nobody to be in any way not understanding what's happening or going on with what I'm saying. So I want to be clear. I gotta move this thing real quick so I can see it. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. I'm here. So just so we could be clear, look, pay attention. Just so we could be clear. Hold on, I gotta send them a link. Hold on, give me 1 second. I should have got this already. Hold on. I don't usually go live at night no more. It's just way more peaceful for me. I'm sorry about that, y'all. We only got a couple of people in here, so it don't matter. I mean, it does matter. Y'all guys are very important. Don't get it confused. But I need to do something that's really important right now. It's going to take me 2 seconds. More than 2 seconds. About this every single day, so they'll do something about it. And they're about to change some shitload of policies on YouTube. I can't fucking wait. They're about to change a shitload of policies on YouTube. I can't fucking wait. A shitload of policies. Did I do the right one? Yeah, I got the right one. We're gonna see what they're gonna do. We're gonna get back to what we're doing. Respond back to me anytime now. So I want to say something real quick. I'm sorry about that. My apologies. I had to do a thing. So I want to say something real quick, and I need y'all to be 100% understanding. First thing I'm gonna say is this: could somebody please tell me what I said about court that was wrong so far? Almost everything I told you about court, I have been corrected. Somebody please tell me what I've been wrong about. Name something in court that I've been wrong about. We've been covering cases since Treyway. Name me something in court I've been wrong about. The fact that it's taken people this long to think of something is proof that I'm usually on point. The thing that I'm going to say is this. Listen and pay attention. I need you to really listen to this. What they're doing is they signing all of these niggas out. They allowing all of these niggas to go out. They allowing all of these dudes to go get to go out. You understand what I'm saying? They're allowing all of these dudes to go out because they're going to use their guilty plea. They're already pleading guilty. Do you get it? Thug cannot say he didn't. Thug cannot. He's already pleading guilty. So, just so we could be clear, they're pleading guilty. I can't see the comment. So I'm saying this to say this. I want you to look at Thug's face. So, I'm sorry. So, they got 7 people already copping out. That's 7 charges Thug can't get away from. I'm going to say this again. They got 7 people already copping out. That's 7 charges that Thug cannot get away from. I'm going to say it again. They have 7 people copping out. That's 7 charges that Thug cannot get away from. I don't know why I look down when I type, because I do not look at the keyboard. I'm just looking down because I'm comfortable looking down when I type. I don't even know why I look down. Y'all don't understand how much that bothers me. That bothers me that I look down when I type because I'm not looking at the keyboard. So I'm looking at my hands. So, I don't know. It don't make sense. All right, I'll wait for you to get back to me. Look over this. Be patient. All right. I'm very happy to see y'all guys up in here. There's some people I haven't seen in a while. I don't know if they just stopped by to just say hi or if they still in here. We only got 2 minutes here, so we don't got that many here tonight. The morning coffee is always bigger. And I wasn't even going to do a show tonight. Not for nothing. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it.
Commit no criminal acts. Defendant shall submit to random drug screenings by the department. Defendant shall commit no criminal acts.
Sorry.
Defendant shall submit to random drug screenings by the Department of Community Supervision and any agency designated by the court in this case. Should the defendant test, defendant shall commit no criminal acts. Defendant shall submit to random drug screenings by the Department of Community Supervision and any agency designated by the court in this case. Should the defendant test positive for any Schedule 1, 2, or 3 drug, defendant shall within 30 days of said positive test undergo drug rehabilitation as designated by the court or the Department of Community Supervision and shall successfully complete said rehabilitation program. Defendant relinquishes any Fifth Amendment right related to any statement contained within defendant's factual acknowledgments contained within this plea agreement. Section 4, defendant's factual acknowledgments. Have you initialed each and all of the defendant's factual acknowledgments contained within Section 4 of this document?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that. I didn't do anything. Sheesh. I gotta mop this up, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna send y'all to go do a thing while I go get my mop, and I'm gonna mop this up. So I need a second. Sorry about that, everybody. This stuff, and let me get you let me get y'all guys set up for me. So get the heck up out of here. Be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Gotta mop this up. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's shit. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so I spilled some shit. Yeah, it sucks. It is. What up, Louis Frias? How you doing? Yeah, I always try to have the ladies up there. Also, not for nothing. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm gonna leave it alone because it's something that's off into the future. I gotta get resources first. But yeah, we have Instagram models that want to wear our gear, just so we can be clear. We have Instagram models right now waiting for me to send them our merch for them to rock. Right now. Salute to shout out to Rude. Don't nobody see them dots. Jones. Just so you know, we got Instagram models right now fucking love our merch and they waiting for us to send them some. I just gotta wait. We gotta get the resources to do it. Just so we can be clear. And once they start rocking our shit, my money problems is out the window. So yeah. No, I did not see the Nets game. So yeah, that's lit. I ain't seen the Nets game. Why? What happened? Tell me what happened. Put it in the chat. What happened? I'm gonna keep the show going though. Tell me what happened. I'll entertain the conversation. Oh yes, 10 straight wins. They're killing it. Louis Frias says switching is switching, but 6ix9ine owe loyalty to very little with all that was done. Just saying, I could be wrong. So if I want to invite some of y'all up here. I don't know who, if anybody want to come talk to me. Usually nobody want to come up here for whatever the reason might be. But if anybody want to come up here, there you go. Only people that ever want to come up here is the people that I'm not gonna let come up here. Like I put the shit down there, and then I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 people that's gonna try to come up here. I'm just gonna double. What the hell? Are you trying to say that 6ix9ine did not owe them any loyalty? I just want to be able to appropriately respond back to your comment. That's all. I think Gunna's a worse rat also. But once again, I don't think Thug told them niggas to snitch on him. I don't think that happened. But there are people that's saying that he said that. So I would like to have that cleared up. You understand what I'm saying? Because as long as allegedly his brother was told that to snitch, I don't know if we can say Gunna wasn't told the same thing. Louis Frias is after the kidnapping and stealing. No, I feel the same way. I don't think he owed them any loyalty. Any. If you treating somebody square and they do something to purposely do you dirty, you don't owe them any loyalty. What the hell you owe them loyalty for? Whoever that is. I'm not talking about these guys specifically. I'm just talking about people in general. If you treating people fairly with a kind heart and you doing what everything that you could do to be a good person to an individual, and then they just do some weirdo shit to you, you don't owe them no loyalty. Why? Explain that shit to me. Forget that. I promise you. Once you do some weirdo shit to me, I ain't fucking with you. So you should know where I stand on this. And y'all already know that's a fact. I'm gonna go get me some apple juice. I'm not gonna turn the screen off though. Y'all should know that's a fact. Once you start doing some weirdo shit to me, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't want no beef. I'm not talking about we fighting. It's not even on site. It's just that I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with it. You understand? People really think that you have an obligation to deal with their mental health problems. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of people, y'all think a lot of people crazy that's not crazy. What's happening is people that got demons on them and mental health problems, they just swarming a person. And if you get swarmed by 16, 20 people with mental health disorder, you're going to look like you got a mental health disorder because you are going to act and respond back to them like you have a mental health disorder. Anybody else put water in their juice to like just figure out a way to get more water in you, even though, you know, once you pour water into the apple juice, it changes the molecular structure. But you understand what I'm saying. Streets is a whole myth. Troy Ave ain't wrong. Troy Ave got some dope shit going on. I was going to repost him too. He got some cool shit. He just having a lot of shit going on with his kids and shit like that. Some cool shit going on. Yes, I want Troy Ave on the show. What the fuck? I should contact that rat bastard. I'm gonna contact him. That nigga stage changer. Nigga got like 8 phones, man. I'm gonna try to contact him. I hit him on Instagram or something. I'm gonna try to contact him. I got his number somewhere, but he changed his number so much that I don't got his number no more, most likely. Man, I might have the dummy phone number as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't. I know Troy. I met Troy Ave before, but I don't know him. Like we don't hang out and go to the movies together. He a cool dude though. I might want to chill with the nigga. I think me and Troy Ave had a lit fucking podcast. No. This is apple juice, man. This is just apple juice. If I was drinking this much Henny, it's just apple juice. I probably had like all of 2022. I probably had like 3 drinks maybe. Or drank 3 or 4 different nights or in total. Anyway, let's get back to the actual conversation, y'all. I love y'all too. All right? And I love when we have these conversations, but it got to be at the end of the show. Copy? Because there's people here that want the information. So these type of conversations got to be at the end of the show. But I love these conversations. They just have to be later in the show after we get all of the business taken care of. If you don't mind. We appreciate that, right? any regard. If you are liking any aspect of the show, you can always pull up to the Cash App or the Super Chat. Or hit the like button. Always smash the like button, even if you don't like what we're doing. Anyway, so to me, Gunna is the worst rat. They kidnapped 6ix9ine. They robbed 6ix9ine. Allegedly banged his baby mama. Terrorized him allegedly. I don't. Some of this shit is exaggerations, just so we can be clear. But allegedly, a lot of it is exaggerations, just so we can be clear. But some of it isn't. You understand what I'm saying? So I think Gunna owed more. And I'm going to tell you another reason why in 2 seconds. But I think Gunna owed more to be solid. Also, Gunna went further. 6ix9ine was holding that shit down by itself. That for whatever the reason was, when 6ix9ine was out there, it was just 6ix9ine and then the rest of rap. Let's not be funny. It really was like that. It really was like that. West Coast Sports Unlimited says his baby moms was letting them hit. Look, it really was like that. When 6ix9ine was out, let's not be coy. When 6ix9ine was out, it was 6ix9ine, and then it was the rest of hip hop. Like when 6ix9ine did anything, the whole world stopped. The shit was crazy. I've never seen it. It has to be the social media aspect of it, but I mean, we've never really had anything like that before. You understand what I'm saying? Like when 6ix9ine was doing what he was doing, this was something new. We never really had that before. If y'all really paying attention, everybody bit off of 6ix9ine's fucking swag. Everybody is doing exactly what 6ix9ine did. They get ready to drop a video, and then they get ready to drop something, and then they just do controversy and then drop it. Everybody bit off of 6ix9ine's formula. Tell me somebody who was doing that before 6ix9ine was doing that. Like, even if it was done, it wasn't done with the proclivity that he was doing it. As often. At a high rate. So that's just that. So Gunna went further. I'm my dude. I'm just calling it how I see it. All of these dudes bid off of 6ix9ine. All of them bid off of 6ix9ine for their marketing. They bit off of 6ix9ine so bad that he can't even do it no more. They bit off of 6ix9ine so bad that he can't even do it no more. Just a fact. Also, you know how y'all keep hearing that I'm some kind of crackhead or some shit? Where's the drug use? Do I smoke weed? Yeah, I smoke weed. That's it. Where's the drug use? We all know how niggas look that be using heroin and crack and all them other drugs. Where's the drug use? I smoke weed. Sometimes. Sometimes a little bit, sometimes a lot. But that's it. I just don't shave. I just happen to shave today. That's it. I just happen to shave. That's it. And cut my hair. That's it. I'm handsome as shit. I'm just not one of them niggas out there that think that I gotta talk about it. I'm handsome as shit. I'm just, like I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm not into myself like that. Like, it's not that kind of play. You know what I'm saying? I'm different than you think I am. That's what I'm saying. I really am. You know what I'm saying? I'm really different than people trying to portray me to be. I don't know no other way to say that. I'll think of one though. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. If anybody want to come up, I'll send a jump or down in the time. Or AK. Dude, almost everybody smokes weed now. I'm just the only one getting killed for it. I'm the only one. Name somebody else that's getting disrespected and killed and made fun of or having something bad happen to them because they smoking weed. Nobody else is Jack. Nobody else. Name me another person. Anyway, so that's what I mean by when I be saying that and people be like, he think everything. No, everything isn't about. I don't think everything is about me. But other people do. Who snitching was the worst? 31% said Gunna, 44% said 6ix9ine, 25% said I can't choose. I got a question for the people who said 6ix9ine. What was your putting 6ix9ine over the top? I'm curious. For the people who said 6ix9ine, like, what was your reasoning for choosing 6ix9ine? I'm curious. For real, for real. I want to know why 6ix9ine and why not Gunna, or why not I can't choose. What specific thing is the thing that led you to say 6ix9ine? I'm curious. I'm not saying you're wrong. This is your opinion. You can feel however you want to feel about it. I'm just curious. Personally, I think it was Gunna. Once again, Gunna, 6ix9ine didn't have any. He didn't have to be loyal to them niggas after. I don't want to get into it, especially because I like some of those guys. So I'm not gonna get. I don't want to get too far into it. I think that's what it is. I think it's just because people hate 6ix9ine. I don't think it got nothing to do with 9-9. So I have a producer of mine that gives me great ideas, and they're upset because I don't always take the idea. I rarely ever take the ideas, but they don't understand why I don't take the ideas. So I want to tell them one day. I don't know if I am. Anyway, they're just really good at their job. Louis Freer says, I think we're being subconsciously racist in a way I don't know. No, I think it's because he had rainbow colored hair, period. I don't think it's because he's Mexican. I think it's just because he got rainbow colored hair. This is hip hop. I think it's because he had rainbow colored hair. I think because he had rainbow colored hair, a lot of people look at him like he's a plant trying to bring homosexuality into rap. I don't know that to be a fact. I'm just grasping at straws and just assuming at this point. But I think whether it's conscious or subconscious, a lot of people was turned off from him for the simple fact of the rainbow, because this is hip hop and we're not LGBTQ community. I'm not gonna say we, but hip hop isn't a historically held LGBTQ community friendly. Not historically. And then you add that to the dude Shotty was charismatic. And he made a lot of friends in the game. Don't know what to tell you. If they could have held that shit together, if they could have held that shit together, man. If they could have held that shit together, there's no telling. I don't think he was being gay at all. I'm telling you what I believe some people's intentions were. I don't think Tekashi's gay at all. But I think that there were many people that saw him with the rainbow and immediately attributed it to homosexuality, whether they did it consciously or subconsciously. There's a reason why McDonald's is the color they are. There's a reason why there's an arrow inside of FedEx. There's a reason why they got subconscious triggers and shit that we don't know we see, but we see. Nah, 6ix9ine got some shorties with him. That's a fact. He got money. He should have shorties with him. What the fuck? I'd be trying to. I'm just different. Like what I sit around and think about all day is doing is business, is making businesses, building businesses, figuring out which other things that I could get involved in, ideas, concepts. I just don't currently have resources, so there's not much I could do. I got to go friend up with some other people. How you think we're going to Syracuse? Also February we're gonna be in Syracuse in February. Oh, I was gonna show you something. I can't even show you because I don't have that card yet. But in February, we're gonna be in Syracuse. This might be a channel you want to play music on, man. In a minute, we're gonna be streaming in a lot of different places. I just need resources. I can't keep saying that. You understand what I'm saying? I can't keep saying that. There's a lot of things that I should be doing. There's a lot of things that I want to do. But I got to do a lot of catching up before I can even do that. So I got to do some catching up first. There's a lot of catching up I got to do. You understand? With all due respect. And no, I don't think Tekashi's gay. I just, you know, the rainbow thing made him stand out. It's good marketing. He had a lot of good ideas that other people are using now that he can't use anymore. I think they effed up when they did the not because they shouldn't have did it, but I think they just did it wrong when they did the song with Akon. I think they just did it wrong. Like the rollout was wrong. The energy on the song was wrong. He has to figure out that he can't be out there saying he is super gangster. He got to figure out an area that he could get into that's not super gangster, but not also where they want to put him. You got to figure out a way inside there in the middle. I mean, I have an idea. And I think it'll work. But it'll be different from what he's doing right now. And he might want to, you know, keep doing what he's doing and try to make that work. Because once you switch out, like you can't just go back. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe you want to, you know, make sure that this don't work before he decides to switch out. But I have an idea, sir. Also, I want to say this real quick. Why do we keep, like, do y'all really care if a rapper got a lot of girls around him? Like, do y'all care about that? Real talk. Does anybody care about that? Because I don't. And generally speaking, I think it makes you look like less, and I'm not talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine or anybody specifically at all. I'm just saying in general. It's a general statement. I think that it makes you look more weak. It makes you look like you're like, I don't know how to say it. I think a man looks stronger when he has a woman. When you have a woman, I think you just look stronger. You understand what I'm saying? Like you look more competent. You look stronger. You look like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just the way I see it. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he needs to rebuild his image, and so he got to start from the ground up. So I see what he's trying to do though, but he's trying to be like all of the other rappers, and that might not be the way to go. You understand? Whack 100 said Gunna tried to get a song with Tekashi and Tekashi turned him down. I think he said he don't work with any rats. He's like, I'm gonna be only rat on this track. Apparently, I don't know. He said he's not gonna work with Gunna because Gunna really snitched and he didn't really snitch. Apparently, how is that not a real snitch? Nigga, you really snitch. Man, you really snitch, nigga. What are you talking about? Yeah, shout out to Wack. A real shout out this time. Because you know I don't be giving him real shout outs all the time. A real shout out. Shout out to Wack. I don't dislike Wack, man. Not even a little bit. I don't dislike Wack, not even a little bit. I'm about to knock that over. I think I should have turned this a little bit more that way. I don't know what the fuck. I don't want to knock my glass back over. I don't know. What y'all guys want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Well, we about an hour into the show. This is what we were going to be discussing. The Antonio Sledge dude. Everybody's bailing on this nigga, man. Like, how do y'all cool with that? Like we really living in a weird world now. Like the world we're living in is weird. I'm gonna explain my perspective. We really got people out here that is walking around in the world and their whole thing is to cause. Who said they won't have to testify? Who said they won't have to testify? Who said they won't have to testify?
Girlfriend. Number 4. On or about April 28, 2015, as reflected in Fulton County Indictment 15SC 138994, defendant and fellow YSL associates Demikian
The people
Garlington
bailing,
and
I don't understand
Zachary
what you mean.
committed a drive-by shooting using the firearm defendant wielded in the video referenced in Part 3 of this section, targeting family members of a rival gang. Number 5, defendant and his fellow...
I'm looking for the clip to show you something.
Mr. Sledge, has your attorney advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge that you are pleading guilty to today?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that
What's the people bailing mean?
sentence
I don't know what
for
that
conspiracy
means.
to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act is 5 years and the maximum is 20 years in prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that the sentence for violation of count 30 of this indictment, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, as in OCGA 16...
You said people are taking pleas so they don't have to testify? I'm just, with all due respect, I don't want to go back and forth with this. I'm going to play the clip, and then I'm not going to respond back to that, because I think you're just trying to, there's no way you can mean that.
1611-133 is 15 years in prison.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that this is a negotiated plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
In Section 3 are that defendants shall abide in full by each and all of the terms of this negotiated agreement. Defendants' failure to abide by any term of this agreement shall constitute a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all matters relating to this case upon which he is questioned at any trial or judicial proceeding stemming from the facts alleged in this case upon which he is questioned at any trial or judicial proceeding stemming from the facts alleged in this indictment. Shall testify truthfully about all matters to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all matters relating to this case to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all matters relating to this case upon which he is questioned at any trial or judicial proceeding stemming from the facts alleged in this indictment. In accordance with testifying truthfully about all matters relating to this case, defendant acknowledges that each and all of the statements contained within the defendant's factual acknowledgments section of this agreement are true. Defendant shall testify truthfully about each statement contained within defendant's factual acknowledgments and any matters related to this case when asked to do so in any proceeding related to the facts alleged in this.
So I just want to be clear on something. To everybody else, I'm not talking to that guy. This dude really thinks that the government gave these guys a deal, a plea deal, in a RICO case, and they don't want them to testify. How do I respond back to that? Could somebody please tell me how you respond back to that? Just put it in the chat. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond back to that. Somebody put it in the chat. How should I respond back to that? This guy thinks that they gave, this guy thinks that they gave these guys a deal and they don't have to testify. So they just sent them home for nothing. They just sent them home for no reason. I think I'm about to be done with this show. I think we're about to be done. I don't want to put up with this thing. Is there anybody else here that want to talk? Anybody else here that got something to say? Because this is the only guy that's going to be talking to me. I don't want to talk to them. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Anybody else in here? Anything? If not, I'm about to get off here. This dude just said that these guys copped out and the government gave them a plea deal, but they don't have to testify. I'm not saying that don't happen. But in a case where all they're trying to do is put one dude away, and just so we could be clear, and I'm not going to kick him, but I'm getting off live. Just so we could be clear, we just heard the lady say that they have to testify, and this person is still arguing with me over whether they're going to have to testify or not.
This indictment. The accordance with testifying truthfully about all matters relating to this case, defendant acknowledges that each and all of the statements contained within the defendant's factual acknowledgement matters relating to this case upon which he is questioned to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all matters to a violation of the agreement. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all matters relating to this case upon which he is questioned at any trial or judicial proceeding stemming from the facts alleged in this indictment. In accordance with testifying truthfully about all matters relating to this case, defendant facts alleged in this indictment. In accordance with testifying truthfully about all
Talked about him
matters
testifying
alleged in
2
this
times in
indictment.
less than a fucking
In
minute.
accordance with
This
testifying
person still
truthfully
think-
about all matters
Come on,
relating
man. I
to
don't
this
wanna do
case.
this.
Defendant
Anyway, everybody
acknowledges
enjoy your
that
night,
each and
man.
all of the statements contained
I hope y'all
within
all have a good night. I hope you have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. #going for homeless. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. That's all I got. I can't.